Hello and welcome back to the Greasearm channel. Today, we're going to be playing Common Universalis, a mod here in EU4 that I've been very impressed by recently, and have been diving into and just can't stop playing. So, it is a mod that doesn't change the actual map provinces, but it does change the depth of the game and the mechanics greatly. It is an overhaul mod, but it's so I won't be getting any achievements, but it's a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys will join me. So, I am playing an Iron Man, as you can see here, and we're going to be playing as Brabant because in this mod there is a decision to form the Kingdom of Belgium. And yeah, you know, Belgium kind of gets walked over throughout history a bit, although now they're doing well, but you know, in history the Dutch kind of dominated them over and over again, so we're going to have a Belgian Belligerence is what the series is going to be called. So, the other reasons that I want to do it is because the capital is not on a super good trade province like Holland's is, which is just annoying, and I want to see what those new national ideas are. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And by get into it, I mean not on pause, but just start doing missions and such. So first we're going to improve our prestige. Yes. Let's see, there's many new things in this mod, and I guess I'll have to introduce them. Not that it's a bad thing, I just, you know, I'm so used to it by now that it becomes automatic. But for now, let's go and take all these off. So, first of all, there's this new government policy, which just gives you the option to change some things around. So, for instance, you can spend admin points to go either get inflation, or to lose inflation. And you might think, why would you not want to lose inflation? Well, the answer is that in this mod, just like in real life, inflation is a little bit is good, a lot is bad, and none is also sometimes bad. So you want either a little bit of deflation or a little bit of inflation because they give you bonuses. Too much though, and it starts to come out of control, and your country will literally fall apart. So, next one is the tax rate. So you can see here, you can do high, medium, or low. Basically, high just gives you more money at the cost of trade power, goods produced, development time, and national unrest. We're going to go with low tax rate because we want that national unrest down, development time down, which is super great. Goods produced, and global trade power. So, the development time, you should take note of that. Development doesn't work like it does in the base game, where you can just press a button and there you go, development. You have to kind of slowly build it over time, so that's why we want to reduce the amount of time that it takes for it to grow. You can buy mercantilism or lose mercantilism for Diplo points, but we're just going to take the free Diplo points, which is nice. And then here, we can check our governance capacity. Now, governance capacity is a really core mechanic in this mod. It basically says how much each province gives you some governance capacity. What gives you more or less depends on the culture. So culture is very important. So here, if you click on the governance capacity panel, which somehow gets locked to the top of the screen, but it's okay, you can see all the important bits. So here, you can see we have 6.638 out of 20.449. You can see all of it comes for us from our capital BGC, which is base governance capacity, and also and that's the exact calculations are here, and then also from other provinces, and you can see most of it comes from primary culture, and then some of it comes from unaccepted cultures of the same group. So as you can see here, though, you can only get 40% of the governance capacity from unaccepted cultures of the same group, which I know is a mouthful, but oh well. But if your primary culture, you get 107%. So that's why it's very important to keep your culture strong. The more of your primary culture there is in your country, the more governance capacity that you can have, the more colonies you can have, the more provinces you can to have without taking some major malices. So let's exit out of this. So basically what that says to us is that we have a lot of extra governance capacity. So we're going to actually take the admin points and get the yearly corruption down and governance capacity down. and that way we can you know, lose some corruption, because corruption raises very high in this game, from mercantilism, from the estates, from a lot of things you get corruption, so you have to watch out for that. So what else can we do? Let's go and look at our advisors. Let's get the good produced modifier guy. For the money, let's get the diplomatic reputation so that we can break off from Burgundy here and get people on our side. And then let's go with reinforced speed, fort defense, or morale of armors, of course. All right. What else can we do? We can build to our force limit. And I apologize for not unpausing, but you know, there's a lot of stuff to explain and do. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go all the way up to our force limit right now, but that's okay. Let's return home at war. Protect trade in the English Channel. And let's see, merchants. We should have one collecting here, because as the new Cradle of Civilization gives you 5% trade power if you have a merchant in the node, so therefore we're going to put in a merchant there. And then the other one is moving Champagne up. Good. Is there anything else to do? Oh yes, we can check who hates Burgundy. It's like a game show. Castile and Austria. Now that's interesting. Austria, sweet. And Castile, sweet. So this should be quick. So let's go and we don't have a leader yet. I don't want to buy one. So let's go and unpause. Go speed 3. And anything else that I need to do before I start the game? Did the navies, did the armies. Maybe just maybe just ask for a contribution real quick so that they're trending upwards. And no, I don't want to do that right now. Okay. Okay, everybody is joined my independence plea. Because that's basically what it is when you're this small. It's a plea. Let's be honest with ourselves. Okay, manpower levels also gives you plus or minus development time. Because, you know, more or less men in the fields, therefore less men doing the work, blah, 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 blah. Or women, you know, don't want to say that. Anyway, not going to get in that pile of thorns. So, we are going to be, let's go and improve relations with Austria. New general, perfect. So we have a general. Let's see how bad he is, because he only has 10. A 1-1-2-1, pretty typical early game general. I have gotten extremely lucky sometimes with those like 10 tradition generals, and just been blown away. Like I had like a 6 shock general in the first like couple years, because it's random. Anyway, so what else do we need to do? We're gonna wait for our guys to build up, and then we're gonna declare war on Burgundy. Okay, manpower. Yes. France starts at war, has all these little vassals, so if you're confused by this, France has a bunch of little one province minors underneath him. He once again has his core on Anjou and Maine. You can see here. And he starts at war with England. So England's pretty much screwed every game. But you can still play and rebuff him eventually. But the first war you're not going to win. So anyway, let's see. Let's get our troops out, and then we can, actually, in fact, still making 3 ducats a month, even with 3 advisors. That's pretty nice. Oh, man, we're actually, our force limit also raised, recalculated. Didn't actually raise, just recalculated. And Antwerp, do we want this fort here? Yeah, I'd say so. There is a danger to having forts in high development provinces. Whenever you siege down a province with over 20 developments, with a fort, you, like capital or otherwise, you get an option to loot the city, which includes lowering the development by like 4 or 5, and you get a bunch of money and infamy from it, but you but you get money and you get money from it, so that's the plus side of doing it. And people are regularly, the AI always loots. They never don't loot. So you want to be on top of that and make sure that your forts don't get sieged. So we're just waiting for our men. And luckily, everybody's training for absolutely no reason. That's one thing that I think they need to fix in this, is that people, it's not huge, but they're spending extra money to train their men when your militarization, I guess your drill is increasing, so it's not like it's wasted completely. But militarization, it grows based off of different factors, as you can see here. You have like this militarization points that you get later in the game that adds to your professionalism. So yeah, that's a lot of explaining in those last 10 minutes, but you know, hopefully you guys understand. And as you get into it and as you play, you'll start to understand, and hopefully. So yeah, and I think this mod really deserves some more love than it's getting. It is really great, and the mod makers seem to be really on top of it. And like there was a bug in the new patch, and I reported it on the little forum thing, and they fixed it like in a day. So it's pretty impressive. So Burgundy is allied with only Brittany. Let's declare war for our independence. And then we're going to go smash Flanders, smash Holland, and then retreat into the HRE. Okay. Confirm. Alright, moment of truth. How good is our leader? A 535. Nice. Philip van Leuven. I'm sure I mispronounced that, but, you know, what else is new? So let's go and crush these guys, and then go around and crush these guys in Zealand. Okay, we want to retreat from this combat as soon as possible. Sorry for the obnoxious clicking, but it's important that I save these ships because they are expensive, and money is super important. Money is actually, I think, more important than monarch points in this mod, or maybe on equal levels. It really is. It decides what your development is. You know, in the base game, your money just kind of enhances your development. In this one, it builds your development. So it's a little bit more important than it is in the base game. Let's go and stop them from raising troops here. Meanwhile, how is everybody else doing? Okay, they're doing all right. How's Castile doing? Castile, come on up here. France, are you giving military access to anyone? Has conditional military access. Armagnac. Austria has asked for it. Okay, good. So now Castile can get up here. Very good. So gonna need them, because Brittany has a sizable army. Anyway, we're just gonna need them. I don't know if Austria can take them on their own. There was one time that I declared war, and Austria had I think they got a bad event, so they went into debt, so they immediately deleted like half their army, and then I declared war, independence, thinking, oh yeah, I'll be fine. This was as Holland, in a stream, and I failed miserably. So anyway, horror stories. Austria's going in there by himself. I mean, it's even-ish numbers. Oh, and by the way, there is some really great music that comes with this mod. It's not, I don't believe, like they didn't make the music, so I think I might get content ID matched, but whatever. Don't have enough subscribers to make that much money anyway, so not really what I'm going for anyway. So yeah, so we'll enjoy the nice music. This is of course basic game music, but later on you might hear some interesting tunes. Okay, so Austria's gonna want land, but we're gonna want a lot of land. I think what we really need is Holland, which is gonna look super ugly if we don't take Zealand. But, you know, whatever. And then Ghent and Vlaanderen. Because in order to make the Kingdom of Belgium, we just need Ghent, Vlaanderen, be at peace, and admin tech 15. So yeah. Good job, Castile and Austria. Doing the Lord's work. Let's see. Lack of protection. Okay. Let's see. How much? Okay, we're at 33%. That's good. We might just not give any land to Austria. I don't know. It's tough. Being allied to the Emperor isn't as attractive as it is usually. You still get unlawful territory, but you can't declare war on other people unless they're your rival in the HRE. If you're allied to the Emperor, you have to be rival to the... As an HRE member, you have to be rival to the other guy in order to declare war, and we're going to be too big to rival these guys. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll go along, and then we'll see what the peace deal looks like. Where did the Spanish troops go? Oh, they're dealing with the invasion of northern Castile with by the Burgundians. Sure. Good idea, Burgundy. That's how you win a war. Anyway, they have their 3-star general, so not gonna worry about them too much. Finally sieging down Holland. It's taking a while, but oh well. It's a level 3 fort because it has the castle plus the capital fort bonus, so it's gonna be a while. Only 7 right now though, so it's not gonna be too bad. Okay, Austria's sieged down their capital. Very good. Hopefully he doesn't come up to attack me. Probably is. Okay, nice. Water shortage, very good. About one of the best you can have. Okay, Austria's fighting their troops. Castile's coming back up. Good. So the main theater of war. We should also boost our stability. Get that growing. So we can... Actually, you know what? We should boost our stability twice, just to get our prosperity starting to grow. Prosperity is also very nice in this mod, when your development depends on the prosperity. Because it gives modest development time, local goods produced, and monthly autonomy change. Autonomy is also very hard to get a control of in this mod, so all around good. Okay, we're at 21% on that siege, making good money. Sweet. Let's actually, right as we're at war, let's build a mill. The mill gives one of the following must be true. It can only be built in farmlands, grasslands, woods, or hills. Or if you built these special terrain improvements that they call in the provinces. And that depends on what the terrain is. So like terracing the hills, cutting down the woods, so to speak. Gives you local food, local agricultural capacity, local development time, local production efficiency, goods produced, and number of buildings +1. And the agricultural capacity basically says how to describe it. Your agriculture goes up faster the more agricultural capacity there is. So you see here, we're gaining 3.016 a month. I believe that's a month. Or a year. I think it's a year. A year, because our capacity is 4 out of 19. So it's like growing to the size of the 19, I believe. I don't know. That's parts. I only have 50 hours in this mod, so I'm a little bit confused about some of these modifiers. Like, for instance, if anyone knows why, for instance, the where is it? Why these are +0 and this is a negative number, I'm not sure. All I know is that the higher the capacity, the faster it grows, so that's a good thing. So just build stuff that raises the capacity. That's all you really need to know, but I would like to know the actual math behind it eventually. Okay, still growing the siege. I don't guess growing is a weird verb for a siege, but still doing the siege. Okay, he's not gonna bother me. Good. Yeah, worry about you know, fighting down there. Still just sieging. Castile is fighting the Britannian troops, the Breton troops. I guess would be the right way to say that. Hey, Brittany, do you want to just peace out? Although we could get some money from them, so let's actually wait for the siege to finish. Get some sweet, sweet kashish. I don't know if anyone ever uses that word. I don't know where it came from. I think it might be like a made-up word by one of my sisters or something. But anyway. He's full sieging down Brittany. Good. A little bit misplaced priorities. I would personally rather he siege down Burgundy, but we'll get some cash. He is sieging down my capital, which we cannot allow. So we'll have to deal with that soon. Okay, come on. 42%, 21%. Let's finish these sieges, guys. We're not doing so great. Still 1,400 men. Well, we are up to 28% now, which is good. Actually, could we blockade? Because Castile is hanging out around here. 46. Yes, ducats. We're fine. Making plenty of money. I figured it would be good to play in this region because you can play tall, you can make a lot of money really fast. Oh, whoops. What else? And you can colonize, and there's some really cool colonization mechanics, so we're going to be doing that as well. Trade companies are completely revamped, stuff like that. Yeah. Brittany. 100 ducats. Let's just check what the peace deal is, to be sure. Let's say suggest demands. Will you not go over? You will go over. Let's see. War reps. Transfer trade power? No. What else would you do? I'm okay with him being allied to Burgundy. So yeah, I think that's about it. Alright, fine. Be free, Brittany. You can just do what you want. 42% now with the blockade. The Fall of Holland. So this is the event that I was telling you about. Since we're gonna take it pretty soon, and of our culture group, we're not going to burn it down, and we're just gonna gain that sweet prestige. And then we're gonna go down here. Come on, 64%. Really? Wow. It's pretty rough. Okay, so there's a 9,000 stack right there. If they come closer, we can attack them. Oh, nope, they got afraid. That's right, you run. Let's see. Brabant, good. Oh no, we don't want them sieging down Belligerence. So let's see what we can do for ourselves here. So, we want, of course, our independence. We want Holland. Because, you know, it's Holland. Why would you not want it? It's tons of trade power. We want Belligerence, Ghent. And unfortunately, Austria will be very mad, very unhappy about this. But I think we might do it anyways. Maybe we'll just... Would that give you negative 1,000? Yeah. We could just take Holland and then declare war for the rest later. But I don't... 115 out of 115. Let's wait until he gets the low war score. I just don't want him sieging down our sweet Flemish land and oh wait, no. It's 18 development. Sweet. So he's not going to get the event to burn it down, to loot it. Sweet. Weird that I'm happy that it's a low development province, but you know, whatever. We do not want to lose the stability, and we want the burghers to be happy, so we'll lose the legitimacy, which is unfortunate, but so let's see, no looted modifier, good. Where did I put my army? Oh, it's right here. Being lazy with it. Okay, 99%. We can do whatever we want now. Let's see. We want Holland. We don't need Zealand. We want Ghent and Vlaanderen because they're of our culture group. But then we can't give Franche-Comté. So let's see. What about if we did this? How unhappy would Austria be? They would not be that unhappy. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go and take as much money as we can. That's a little bit much. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's go war reps. I think that'll get us more money in the long run. And then we'll take some cash. There we go. 35 ducats. Not exactly anything to write home about, but oh well. And I think we're done with this war. So yeah, let's peace out. Am I forgetting anything? Austria's only going to go down by 5. That's fine. They'll still be happy with us. Ish. They won't break the alliance. That's the most important thing. And Castile is... doesn't care because he doesn't want any land. Alright. Good stuff. Okay. So now Austria has okay, it's no longer Franche-Comté. It's now Friedgrafschaft. I don't German, man. It's tough. Let's go to our capital. Actually, let's go to Holland. So let's see. We are allied to Castile and Austria, which is rather nice. Let's go, and we're improving relations with Austria. See, as long as you don't go below 40, I think that's what's important. So if you're ever wanting to screw over your allies, know to not go below 40. Let's see. Rivals. We want to rival Utrecht. We want to rival Gelre. And we want to rival Friesland. We cannot rival Friesland. But they're the land of the fries. Let's see. Liège. Liège would also be good. Okay. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing with our other guy. So let's see. Lubeck, Riga. So we can't fight that right now. We could fight that, but it's going to be rough. And dang, we're not going to be able to declare war on him. See, HRE members cannot declare war without meeting one of the following requirements, and you have to be not in 5 is not in alliance with the Emperor. So that's unfortunate. So we're gonna have to hold off on expanding into the Dutch territories for now. But we can just fabricate on Burgundy and claim the Zealand, Vlaanderen, and Namur and Hainaut. Actually, you know what? Who are you allied to? Just Provence? Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Because Burgundy's probably going to attack Provence. Oh wait, no they're not. Because they're... well, France will. Because they have a core in them. So yeah, once that happens, we'll attack Liège, take their land. Good stuff. Okay, we've got some marriages. And we are not coring, and you might ask me, well, why? And that is because we are going to get it automatically. You get cores... you can get cores in 3 ways. You can spend the admin points, of course. You can spend military points, which will come up in an event that'll lower the Liberty Desire, and it'll lower Liberty Desire in the province, and it'll give you 5 years less mean time to happen to get the automatic core. Or you can just wait for the entirety of the, I think, 20 years mean time to happen to get the core. So we'll see. Well, we're getting a lot of military points, so we might... We'll see how costly it is. If it's like... I mean, these are some pretty good provinces. So it might be pretty expensive to knock down the unrest and the mean time to happen. Mean time to happen basically just means the average amount of time it'll take. In case you don't know the lingo of paradox coding. Oh, and let's make that corruption go down. We want it to be like minus... no, we don't need that high. Minus 0.07. I wish that it was like a... There we go, minus 0.03. Perfect. So in 1 year, we'll have no corruption. What else can we be doing? Oh, nobility. Nobility has really super low maintenance influence. We need to give this to the burghers. Although they do have a lot of influence, so that's scary. Oh, and we can't give it to the burghers yet because we don't have control of the province. We haven't stated it yet, but eventually. Oh, and that's the time there. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like and comment. It'll really help me because this is the first episode of the series. Really supports the channel. And, yeah. I hope you enjoy the mod, and my commentary for some reason. So, yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.